Namaskar.
Namaskar. My name is Dharani.
So tell us, Dharaniji, how did you get involved with Ananda Marga and initiation, and where and when?
It is very interesting. That is, I was a engineering student learning, and I was interested in little bit of gymnasium and we going to the gym and looking at the bodybuilding or whatever has to be done. We were happy with the keeping our health, so I was going to the gym. One day, the gym manager, or who is the owner of that, he called somebody, some dada. They came to the gym, and then he introduced us to him and asked for your studies and all. There is going to be meditation. They will teach you. It will be good for your concentration and studies and all. So in that way, okay, I accepted because I said, okay, I'm doing anyhow. We used to have a ritualistic meditation regularly. So I said, I can add it up, no problems. So then he invited me to one of our Margi's house. Then we went there and then he initiated me. So that's how I joined Anand Marg. 1968, yeah, around I think August, September or that time, yeah, in that duration, 1968. I was a student and then they came and they initiated me. Okay, soon after I was started doing the meditation because we used to have a ritualistic meditation. I added up this meditation along with me because our Jain philosophy is similar to Anand Marg, so it was easy for me to switch on to the spirituality. So, and I was working and then doing. And after 3 months, somebody said, one of our Margis, then they said, Baba is coming to Bangalore, so you can also come. So we had a couple of friends. We also initiated with who were all coming to my gym. And then we all three, okay, we thought, okay, we'll go to Bangalore. And then, those studies and all, and going away, it was difficult. And staying at a hotel and all, we didn't have much money. So my friend was in the railways, so he asked me, it's okay, he'll book a seat in the night. We got the night train, went in the morning to Bangalore. And we know we had the address of Baba where he's staying. So we went there in the morning and waiting for that. So that's how I started meeting Baba. When I went there, and then we were all waiting, and then somebody said, "Do you want to have a personal contact?" I didn't know what is personal contact. So then somebody said, "Okay, if you want to have the personal contact with Baba, then you have to have Supreme Command, Yama and Yama." So we didn't know all those 33 months. So then we had to buy hard the Supreme Command, and then they learn a little bit of Yama and Yama. Then we said, okay. And then somebody said, you should know your Acharya's name. So I said, okay, all right, my Acharya's name. One of us who was friend, he introduced. I asked him, what is your Acharya's number? He gave his name. Then I went and we were waiting there, and the car turned out there. Then we saw one person with white clothes coming in between 4 or 5 sannyasis. And we said, then I asked him, who is our Baba? Okay, who are they? There are 4 of them are there. Who is our Baba? Because we were all worried about monks or will be the gurus. Then we said, oh, no, the white one is the guru. Oh, then we realized that Baba is in the one because we were not shown the photos earlier. When we were all in meditation, we were all giving only the pratik. That's all we are shown, pratik, and then the guru's name, that's it. We were not seen any photos of Baba by that time. So then we were surprised to see Baba in white clothes as a family member. Then he went through, and we were in the queue. I was the first to go. And first, we went and did the Sastang Namaskar. They told me to do that. I did that, Sastang Namaskar and all. And then Baba said, okay. So then he first question he asked, who is your Acharya? I said, my Acharya is Karameshwarananda. Again, the second time he asked, in a little bit louder voice, "Who is your Acharya?" I told him again the same repeat. Third time with a louder, a bit more voice, he asked me again. I said same name. Then he's okay. He said he's okay. Then he started telling me all the past deeds, what I have done, and what is this, what you have done the bad, what are the things you have done. Then I admitted myself, my one of the other thing he didn't pick it up. I said, okay, yeah, that's also one. So, and he said, okay, all right, boy, you are a new boy from me. Okay, you are a child. Don't have to do that. You are a new child, and from now onwards, try to do the good work and be with that, and then follow these things and try to do some work. Then he asked me to sit on his lap. It took me about half an hour, I think, yeah, with Baba, and beautiful. And those times, if he didn't know some experience, then he asked me to sit on his lap, sat on the lap, and then he said, okay, you can go. And we came down. So that's how the first incident of meeting Baba. So surprisingly. And in the evening, the DMC, Baba was going to hall. And then we were all there, and then I went there. And my Acharya came and asked, who is your Acharya? I said, you. What is my name? I said, Kameshwaranand. Buddha, you don't know what's my Acharya's name? My name is Vireshwaranand. Okay, all right. So then he told, Baba scolded him, he's sending a Margi without knowing his Acharya's name to PC, and they took them to task. Sorry to hear that one. They took all the dadas to task. Why did they send him without giving he doesn't know his Acharya's name? Because I thought only one dada will be there. I didn't realize that so many dadas were there in the state, and each one is different dadas. So I asked my friend, and he gave me the name, so I copied the name. So then he found. Then he also told me that uh, I was born in Japan in the old previous life. I used to be a commander or something in the Second World War, and now I had taken this life. So that's what Baba told them. That's what he came and converted me. 1971 was Baba's 50th birthday. So 50th birthday, people all encouraged me to go there. And they said it is a great big function. That I go and see him. Because I already seen Baba, I was wanted to see him. Already some newses were all coming, and we were all very eager to see him also. So, those days in Ranchi was his 50th birthday was celebrated in 1971 at Ranchi. In the Ranchi, when we went there, to go there, because it is very, very difficult. Those areas were all Naxalite areas, and people were being killed, murdered, and all. And if I tell my family, they're going to be not happy to send me. They will be keeping me out. So then, luckily, Baba said, I want to attend in my mind. I want to attend 50th birthday. It will be good to go. In my mind all the time when I was doing meditation, I was thinking of it. And luckily, my friend's brother's wedding was there. So we had to go to Bangalore. So we went to Bangalore by the time, and we asked some money for presentations and all. I took that money and went there. And then from there, all the other friends who were all the Margis, they arranged the transport to go to Ranchi. In the Ranchi, it was in the month of May, very, very hot, very hot. So what we had arranged was in a big pandal, which you could accommodate about 100,000 people. Beautiful pandal we can see on the ground. In the ground and then outside, there used to be two pandals, two tents, where we used to sing kirtan, Akhanda kirtan, around one for men, one for ladies. And all of a sudden, we are doing for 1 or 2 or 3 hours. Then all of a sudden, torrential rain came, forcing through. And all our tent were all thrown out. And only the didis and the ladies' tent was still there. But our tent and the big pandal all came down to rubbles. Then we thought, okay, today Baba is not going to give DMC. So there's no darshan, so it has to be postponed because tent is not there, people can't go. All we are thinking of that. And some dadas went and told what's happening outside to Baba inside the house. And Baba told them, do you know how Rome was built? Within a day. The DMC is going to happen at the same time, in the same pandal. Going. Then the Dada Tabhavananji came back and told uh, there is going to be a mic announcement saying that there will be DMC at the same time at this one, and we had to start putting back everything. Then all of us started putting all the bamboos and everything and putting it together and build up the pandal. It was not that beautiful as this, but pandal where we could accommodate. The rain all stopped, and then the Baba had the DMC in the 50th birthday. That was the second time I met him.
That sounded lovely.
Yeah, beautiful. That was a good experience, you see, with all those difficulties and all. We went there and came back, and it was a torrential rain. You can't remember. I never saw such a rain coming there. So everything was floated and everything in the beautiful 50th birthday. I don't know, Baba was talking. I was concentrating on him, looking at him, not hearing what he's telling. I could not understand anything of his pravachan and anything. So only you could see the Varabaya Mudra at the end.
What sort of feeling did you get from the Vaba Mudra?
Oh, we know that we could. I can see so many people crying, and I also felt a little bit of tears coming in my eyes. But those days I didn't have much feeling. But after that we came up 72, 73. All the cases and everything started about Baba, and then emergency started, and then I joined my work in 1975 because with the Baba's grace I finished my engineering and joined the job in 1975. Okay, in 1975 I joined, and then after that the emergency started, and in the office because I already following all the Anand Marga principles because the Jainism also says the same thing, Yama, Niyama, Ahimsa and all. So it was easy for me to adopt, and we wanted to be ideal person, ideology we wanted to follow. So in the office there all the corruption was rampant, but I was going to work with the honesty and integrity. So that was the main thing in my all the time. So we were trying to work like that, and I had to work a bit harder, 2 hours extra than others. And my executive engineer, he knew what quality I am doing it. So there were correct people, he knew that one. And in emergency, they started, and one of the CID, he knew my father, and he came to our house and said, and in an emergency, we used to have our own meetings and everything here and there. And then we used to cyclostyle. Okay, at those times, we were all cyclostyling the notes and what we are doing and how we're going to do circulating. That was the printing. It was no printing press or anything. And then this one came back and they were printing the notes. That was the rampant in that India at the time. And then they said they were is involved in this, and we're going to. Then he thought, okay. Then my dad says, not to worry. If he has to be arrested, he will be arrested. What can I do? But in those days, going to the jail was very, very bad. So I was thinking, bro, and I already heard so many Margis were arrested in the emergency period. Then I was thinking every day I was in the meditation, I used to think, Baba, I don't want to be in the jail because it is going to be very bad for our family and all those. Don't put me in the jail. Don't put me in the jail. Whenever I used to do in the morning, before I go to the office, there will be going to be one police officer, CID, with a mufti. He used to come and sit in front. In my desk, he knew where I'm sitting. They ask, and the others, Then he used to go to our executive engineer and talk to him. He's like this. Then he knew what quality of mind, integrity. So it protected me in a greater way. He protected me. My Baba protected. And this So he just called, come on, I have to talk to you. So I said, we went to took him to the hotel. Then I think that day was Ekadashi or so. I said, I'm not going to drink. You can drink. I will pay for it. So I asked him to drink. Oh, you're drinking. Okay. He said, see, my guru teaches these things. You people, then I became very strong. I told him, you people are unnecessarily making a thing. My guru says to do fasting, do this, no smoking. And you're all doing. He's telling us to do the good things. Why you're coming? So he gave me the strength to talk like that to the CID and police. And they also, he was taken back, but still, because that is the rule, you see, emergency is to keep an eye on that, everybody. So that is to be gone for that. So then we came up to in the 1978. So that was my office and how I was working. Integrity and Yama and Niyama saved me my work as well as, but I had to work harder than others. Because before the other people come and I had to do the work and tell them what is wrong, what is not there, so everything would have been gone before the contractor came. So it was good that way. 1971, I visited Patna when I was traveling with Baba. And the emergency was declared by Indira Gandhi, Prime Minister at the time. And then she won the election again. I asked Baba, she has given you so much of trouble and everything, and she has won the one. What is it happening? And Baba smiled and told me, don't worry, Prakrti will take care of her. And then after later on, she was assassinated by her bodyguard. So he told her, don't worry about it, Prakrti will take care. So that was one of the things I asked him. So that's what happened afterwards. Okay. Then 1978, when Baba was released from jail, I think it was September 6th or 7th, we went to Patna. In Patna, Baba was telling everybody you should come with the family all the time, family or a group. Don't come alone because it is dangerous all the time. So I asked one of my friend who lives his name is Nagaraj in Shumaga, and his family. I said, Nagaraj, we were very good friends. We used to attend all the seminars regularly. And he was also very good one, and he was helping the school in Shumaga and also, and we're very good Margi. So there are a couple of you. But then I told him, can you come to us? We will all go together. So we all booked together. We went to Patna. Going via Patna, we went to Calcutta first, and then Calcutta to Patna. When we went to Patna, I think September 6th, he had given the Kaoshiki dance, Baba. And I was thinking all the days when I was staying in Patna, I must be with Baba somehow. I want to see him every moment. I should have a second PC, I should have this one, that one. But I desired so much. I wanted to be with him all the time in front of him. So the chance came on 6th of, I think 6th September, the Kaoshiki dance was given. And then people were all training for Kaoshiki. And the Baba asked everybody to teach Kaoshiki to everyone. And he was taking lessons and finding how we are all doing the dances. So I was, I think, second or third batch of Kaoshiki dance. So I'm proud of it. And we learned Kaoshiki dance for 2 or 3 hours. Then Baba, after lunch, he was sitting in his room. Then they asked us to do Kaoshiki in front of him. So I think we were about 6 to 8 people. So we started doing Kaoshiki in front of him. Then he was very pleased. He said, oh, everyone doing very well. But there's no coordination. You had to be coordinated to look good. So he had to. But everybody individually, you're all doing well. Only you have to coordinate each other and say rhythmic should be there in the Kaoshiki dance. That will look nice. That's what he told. So that was the Kaoshiki dance. And the second day, I volunteered myself to do Tandava. So I could get a chance to go to see Baba again. Because we used to go and attend his discourses in the morning. Pravachans used to go after work. He used to come and do pravachan. But we were all in the, it was a small gathering, not a big one. So because of the partner after the jail and all, he was there and he was speaking. But we were all in the front line all the time, sitting there, listening to him. And the second day, I volunteered to do Tandava. And we also practiced Tandava. That day, I think Ekadashi that way. So we did Tandava and Baba called us in and we did the Tandava. When we were doing the Tandava, my skull fell down. Then he said, now you have to hold it properly and then you have to do it and you do next time. But unluckily, I was not able to do another Tandava in front of him any time after that. So that was the one I could not do it. Otherwise, it was good. And the third day, we were going for a walk in the sense for our breakfast and coffee in the morning after our doing meditations, everything. And one Dada came back and said, Dhanendra, Baba is calling you. You have to go for a walk with him. Okay. Oh. So then I got ready and went there and waiting for Baba's to come to the car. And Baba came to the car and he get in and I sat in the front seat. So I was a little bit of not confident in talking to him. So just I was waiting for him. Then he called, Dharanendra, how are you? Then he said, okay, I am okay, the Baba. Then I started a little bit of confidence to talk to Baba. Then when we were traveling, Baba said, driver, drive faster. You know, Patna, have you been to Patna?
Yeah.
Very small place. And he asked them to drive fast in that. I said, then he said, you have to be faster in this society, otherwise we can't move forward. So all the organizational ideology has to be moving faster. Okay, so though the driver, he drove faster in that small lanes and all those things, and they took Baba. And then I got a little bit encouraged. And, I asked Baba. Then he told me how the name of Mysore came, where I was brought up. He gave the details how it came. Mahishasura, then that one, a demon was there, his name was Mahishasura, and then that way the Mysore came into Mysore place. That was explained to my country, my city, Mysore. And then in meantime, when we had got the organization, we wanted to build a school. So in that time, one of the other Margi, we arranged the land and everything was there. And we wanted to construct the land. We had collected some money. And then I asked Baba, when is the best day to start to put the foundation? So that we know in the world, we used to have a dogma. It has to be started at a particular day, particular time, so that we get a good thing. So I asked him, Baba, what is that? Then he started explaining. In the olden days, the days to start after the Amavasya, that is Amavasya means new moon day. The next day when the moon is rising, that is the best day to do that's what they're following. But Ananda Marga is every day, every minute is an auspicious day. You don't have to look into that. That's what he told him. And then we were finished the work, and then that was the beautiful talking with him, and he gave me the hint. Then I thought, okay, I can go back straight away when I go to Mysore back. I will tell them what date we had to put it. Still, my dogma was in my mind, saying that, okay, I know the date, I will tell them so that we'll start. So straight away, soon after I reached, the next day morning itself, I went to my contractor known as Acarya. And he was there. I said, Acarya, come on. I will know the date and how you're progressing. What do you think? Then Baba told me the date, the day when this to start. Then he surprised and he said, okay, Dhanendra, come on, let us go. Then he took me to the site. When I go to the site, I can see the building has come up to sea level. I said, we didn't have the money to do all this, only foundation money we had. When did you do it? Then he told me the date and time. I verified. That was where I was talking to Baba. So he taught me the lesson. Don't depend upon dogmas, and every time, every minute for Ananda Marga is precious, very auspicious. Don't worry about all those things. So I got rid of all my dogmas, which I had in head. That's how the lessons he taught me to do that. And the building, the school, with all those problems and all, it has survived. And it was running without the school children. Now still it is getting expanded. A beautiful school. It is self-dependent. And that area has become a central before it is at the end. Now the school is doing very well. And most of the children, they have been taught very well. That was a meeting Baba in 1978. And then Baba came to DMC at Madras, 1978. In 1978, we were all, Dadas were all forcing me to, there were two things Baba had given. One, to become a whole-timer, or to marry in a revolutionary marriage. No caste, no religion. So I wanted to follow one of them. So I was thinking of Baba, what I'm going to do, because the family, when I joined the job itself, they started pressuring me to marry. They were showing me so many girls coming and looking. But I was rejecting everything, but I want to be idless. But every day it was a forceful for me. But Baba, I was crying all the time. Baba, you have to protect me. What can I do? So he was there and there. And then in 1978, we went to Madras DMC. And then Anand Marga also, they were showing me some people. This is the marriage, then I didn't realize. When we went to DMC at Madras, then I saw a girl who was very, very active in the processions and all. And she was going, I said, oh, she's pretty good. She very good and very enthusiasm in taking the lead and everything. So I liked that quality. Then I was thinking, oh, that looks to be good. I was thinking in my mind. And then in that one, DMC, there was a marriage was arranged. But the bridegroom who was going to marry, he pulled out in Anand Marga style. Then they asked me to, I said, no, I can't marry unless I tell my parents. I have to take the permission from them. I'm going to marry. So that was my thing. So I didn't. Then I thought, okay, this girl, I had a look at it. And then, okay, I liked her, but I could not express anything there because somebody has to propose me. And a good time in Madras, and we had understand the discourses, but concentrating on him every time. We used to do some Kaoshiki and all those things in front of him. And then came after that, we attended the 1978 Bangalore DMC. In the Bangalore DMC, when they came, I was very eager to escort Baba, take him for a walk. You see, escorting, escort in the motorbike and all. So what I did was I borrowed a motorcycle from one of my friend, because those are the big motorcycles, you see, scooters in the motorbike. So then I borrowed it and went to Bangalore and stayed with my Margi. They were all happy. And then Papa was staying in one of the Margi's house. And then the airport. So we went to airport straight to escort Baba. So they said, okay, you can escort. And we had a VSS dress and everything. So they asked me to take one. And in the airport, when Baba come, Baba was talking there, and they were had a kirtan and everything. After that, Baba's car was ready. Baba was coming to the car, so I wanted to take the motorbike. The motorbike kicked and kicked. It never started for half an hour, 45 minutes. I said, then Baba could not wait. So they took him, Baba. They went. Then afterwards it started. So then had to chase them up and go and pick them up in the front. Then I went then after that. So then we stopped it. And next day morning also I am in the VSS. So they asked me to again, Baba to be escorted. I thought, okay, I had a ego. I must ride in front of Baba, this big scooter and a motorbike in front of him and all. And in the morning I start, it never started. I will tell you why it didn't start. It didn't start it. So I had to borrow somebody's scooter. Then I said, okay, I will take Baba with this. So I was doing that for Baba as long as Baba stayed as an escort with that scooter. 3-4 days when we were there. And I waved motorcycle, then I had to give the motorcycle for repairs, and it didn't come up until I was about to go back to Mysore. It didn't return. There's a big background in this, because the motorcycle belonged to the policeman. My friend's uncle was a police sub-inspector. So if I had used that one, he would have been caught and they would have told him, because those still emergency influence was still there. So he would have been in trouble. So Baba saved others also, not only me, but he saved others also in trouble. That was the main thing I wanted to tell you about this incident. And then one day I took him to Vidhan Sauda, where it is just like a parliament house, where all the Karnataka ministers all sit in the debate. I wanted Baba to be the leader of the whole thing, so I took him there and make them sit there, and he was talking about it. Then it came as Bangalore was a big city at those times. Now also it's a big city. But Baba somehow he mentioned the Coimbatore will overtake Bangalore. I didn't realize that, okay, because it's a big city, it is already grown up, but Coimbatore was a small city, then nothing is going to happen. So, but anyhow, Baba told that it's going to grow. I didn't know the inner meaning of that. And then after that, so still we were thinking of so many people were proposing from Ananda Marga itself, marry me, then I said, no. And all of a sudden, one Dada came back and showed the girl I saw in Madras. Oh, yeah, good. I like that. I would like to marry her. Then I told them that is Andaji. I like to, okay, yeah, she's very good, very strong and everything, and she's very organizing, and I would like to marry her. Okay, then said, okay, that's fine. And then we had to talk to their parents and everything, what the thing, because it was very difficult for my parents to, if I go for we are all very religious those days, and my parents were all very religious. They wanted to marry in intercaste and all. They never appreciated. So finally, then my dream came. I was thinking of Baba all the time. When I marry, in the Indian custom, the wedding has to happen in the bride's place, and then the bride place. Then I said, if I'm going to have the marriage in the bride, I want Baba to be there. And then I was dreaming myself, Baba, I must marry when you're there. Then all of a sudden, in November, Baba arranged DMC at Coimbatore, where is Andra's place. So my dream was fulfilled, my desire was fulfilled. 1979, so Baba, with my constant requesting him every day, he arranged the DMC at Coimbatore. And at Coimbatore, I had to tell my parents that I'm going to, and if I see a girl, I'm going to marry her there. So they were not happy, but still I had to tell them, take the permission, anyhow. I'm going to see if a suitable girl is there, I'm going to marry there. So we went there, and it was a small marriage, and everything was good. And in those marriage, I have to explain to this one, the Coimbatore was a very, very dry. All the wells are gone down. No water was there. It was a water problems in Coimbatore. When Baba started visiting, 1 week, it rained like anything. They never saw that rain. All the wells were filled up before Baba came there. And during Baba's visit there, whole Coimbatore became so flourishing with all the water and no problems with water. I think still they don't have any problems at this stage, because they had to import the water from other states, and for the watering, that was the problem, you see. And only that was the thing. And in the wedding, we had a simple wedding, and Baba blessed us, both of us, and gave the garland and told, be like a Shiva and Parvati for your life. That's what his blessing. So that was the wedding in Coimbatore. My desire was fulfilled, and my international wedding was also done. And then we started our life together.
Very nice.
That was in 79. Yeah, 7th of November. And the next, when after 79, we went to Delhi, myself and Nanda, to Delhi to have attend a Proud conference. And we stayed with my sister. They were all in Delhi. And he had given his scooter to go. Then still again my desire was there. I must escort Baba. And then we had been given the address and we were going round and round and round and where Baba was staying. And finally we found the house. Oh, I missed it because Baba would have gone for a walk at that 10:30 by the time we reached. Baba would have gone, so I missed it. So I was very feeling bad. When we arrived in front and parked the motorbike there, motorcycle, then Baba came behind and in the car. And when we went to talk, his talk, he said, first thing he said, my children are all looking for their parents' house, searching for their parents' house. He told me that. So he told that we were searching for the house, my parent, my father, my Baba. And then we were searching. He told that the children are searching for their parents' house. So that was very interesting. He made a comment on this. And then 1980 May, we went to attend Calcutta DMC. And when we after the Calcutta DMC, usually everything was going on, and we finished our DMC, and we were walking in the road, myself and Nanda, and Baba was going by car. Then he stopped the car and looked at us and asked us, "Are you coming to? You both are you coming to both to DMC at Varanasi also?" Yes, Baba, we're coming. So we went to Varanasi to attend the DMC there.
Were you planning to go there before Baba had asked?
Not really. We were not done, but we said, okay, yeah, Baba is asking. So we said, okay, yes, Baba, we're coming. And 1981, and Abhaya was born. And for us, from 82 to 82, Baba, Ananda was born, and Baba sent the name for Abhaya and Ananda, the names. So he gave, we asked Dada, and they went and asked Baba, and he personally gave these names. For Abhaya, they had given 3 names, Abhaya and Avinash, and I forgot another name. And 3 names, Arun, I think, 3 names he gave. Then we chose Abhaya and left Avinash as it is. And my Abhaya, when he had his son, and both of them are asking what name had to be given. So then we said, why can't you give Avinash? So we recycled the name, Baba gave it to Abhaya, other name to Avinash. So my grandson is called Avinash. So after Baba gave, out of the 3 names, Ananda was only 1 name. So for Abhaya, he gave 3 names, whichever you want to choose. Avinash was Coimbatore, one of the town there. And Avinash means it is Shiva's name. And Abhaya, that was Abhaya. And Ananda was without any blemishness. So he gave those names. And then we gave my grandson, Avinash, now, recently, 3 years ago. So, and they were also happy. Oh, that looks to be good, nice name. So they kept it. And that was 1983. We went to DMC at Anandanagar with Ananda, who was only a year old, and attended Bhakti Pradhan meeting in Baba's quarters. And beautiful, he was asking the questions, and he didn't ask me any questions that time. So I was happy because we had not done any much work except for the school going, and it was in trouble. Then he didn't ask me any questions. It was nice to be with him all the time, and we used to wait for him. And Ananda was sleeping, and we used to put it in the tree under the Baba quarters opposite. There's a big tree, so we used to hang him there and sleep him there and watch Baba coming and give him the songs and like that. 1986, 86 April, and we had got a visa to come to Australia in 86. Then I said I should not be going to Australia. I was not interested because I had a good job and working there and didn't want to go. But said now we had to go to Australia. We got the permissions and everything. So I said, nah, I want to get permission from Baba if I can go or not. So in 1986, we went to Lake Calcutta with our one of our family friend, Margi, and both of us went. And the train was late, so what we had to do is we took a shower quickly and went directly to Baba's quarters. And Baba had gone for a walk. So in the lake garden, I don't know whether you have seen that or not. Very crowded that hall. More than 100 people were sitting and no place to breathe in. So we were all staying there. And Baba came back and we were all standing outside because he didn't have a place to go in. So that's how much it was. We didn't have to put a foot in that. Then Baba came. When he came inside, he said, today's arrangement is first Margis, then Dadas and Didis. So he changed the order. Before, all the Dadas and Didis were sitting in front. So he changed the order so that Margis can go in front. So then all the Dadas had to come, we all can go in. But because Ananda was very young and I thought I will say stand at the outside. And I stood outside in the sense in the room itself, but at the back. And Ananda started crying. Then I said, oh, Ananda is crying, I will take him out. Then I came out and I was standing outside. And after Baba finished his pravachan, went back to his room. Then one Dada came, we were standing there and waiting for the people to come out. Then Baba Sarveshwaranandi, he came. Sarvatmananji came running. He was the GS. He said, Dhanananda, why you are here? Why you did come? Today is not a Bhakti Pradhans or garden walk or anything talk. Why did you come? I explained to him, I want to take permission to Baba to go to Australia. Then he went and conveyed to Baba. Baba said, yes, he can go. So after that, I came back and gave him a garland when he was going back again in the evening walk. Because the honesty and integrity and our Anand Marga way of life protected me in my work in such a way because my elders, my supervisor were very, very, very corrupt. Then I had to work about 3 to 4 hours extra to compensate for all those things. I used to get everything ready before any questions come. And then he was complaining to my chief engineer, oh, he's doing this, he's not doing my work, he's not telling me this and that and that, but he didn't heed to him. And then he respected me very well. He knew I am not a corrupt person. I am a good quality person with integrity and all. So though he was after chairman, he came here to our house in Sydney and stayed with us. He had respect for me all the time. So every time we earned the respect by following Anand Marga principles. Yamani 16 points. That was one of the lessons I learned bravely, and I can tell you, anybody can. And after that, we came to Australia. Australia came back, everybody says it is very difficult. I started applying July 11th, 1986, we came to Australia. When we came to Australia, and I was working for so long, I felt too bad not working with the 2 children. Then I said, what to do? And Baba sent me to come here and don't have work. I had to apply about more than 100 jobs in 1 week. And all the jobs were coming negative. Oh, we're glad and happy to receive your email, but this time you're unsuccessful. So all the time. So then I said, Baba, then we didn't have money also, and the Reserve Bank didn't give us that much. We could come up with only $40 here. So we had a problems. And then I was saying, Baba, you asked me to go there and I don't have a job. I can't come back also. I would come back if you can arrange for money. I was praying for him. Then finally, I got an interview in August. So attended 3 interviews in Sydney and I got the job. And then I worked for railways. So the Baba's legacy, I continued. I was happy with that. He gave me the same job where he was working in railways. I also started working. I'm still working on that one. And that was how I got the job and how he took care of me all the time, everywhere. Wherever I go, He protected me, and whatever we wanted, He's going to do. So the legacy is still the continuing until today. I'm working for railways as Baba was, continued his services. And 1989, 90, Anandanagar DMC we met, and Baba was sick in 89, 90. That is December, January. Baba was sick, and he could not come to the DMC. Then we had a DMS by Vijayananji. We attended the DMC and went on first to Tilja to see Baba. Baba was sick, so we went to stay at Calcutta for a few days. We went there, and then Abhaya's birthday was there, 4th January. So we said on his birthday we should give something to Baba. So we bought a shawl and sent it through PA to give it to Baba. And that day, I don't know whether you remember this song or not, he composed the Prabha Sangis. That is, the Baba Pradha gave a shawl, and the Baba gave the Prabha Sangis, Bajore Ishtanam. And where it goes Abhiram, so Abi, we could call Abhaya, Abhiram. So he gave in his one and his birthday that song on the day, Abhiram. Bajore Ishtana Manamar, that song he gave on that day. And that way, when we were sitting in the one, Baba was walking in the garden. I took a photo from the top of my room. And that beautiful photo, I never realized that photo. And one Didi, when I showed her, oh, beautiful Baba's face is with the garden and everything. I think I gave it to so many people, made the big one, she picked it up, and beautiful photo of Baba, that one was there. That was the only remembering, I got it. And one Didi saw the one, and in 1990, October, Baba Mahapreyan and a travel experience. So Baba expired, we could not believe, and so many people were telling we can do the kirtan and Baba will come back to life. So we should all go there and do kirtan all the 24 hours. So we can, because once earlier I was told that story, Baba wanted to leave his body, but because of the Margis and one, they brought him back. So that my mind was there, so I must go and attend. So only one day I was there to go to do how to go, and finally I got the tickets and everything. We went there, and then attended Baba's Mahapreyan, and had a kirtan all the time. So now, yeah, that was my Baba's experience all the time. He take care of it. Always we have to remember him. That is always with us. I am not alone. That's the main thing we have to learn. Now I am doing a lot of yoga and yoga classes from past 24 years. Yoga for good health. I run for all the councils and other ones. Now because of my only alone, I drew only 2 places in council area in India. So this is the 24th year. Next January comes, it will be the 25th year. So I'm doing the Ananda Marga work, and he gives me always strength to do it, and people were happy to follow that. Okay.
Very nice. Thank you.
All right.
Namaskar.